Things are just popping right now. Things are starting to cultivate. Things are starting to grow. Things are getting real color. You are like a grain of sand in the Sahara Desert. Yeah, and I am the entire desert. Elizabeth is icing the champagne right now because the time is getting near.
What time?
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters, no.
Because it's time for dudes talking stuff.
Intro. We don't do that anymore. I always just...
Yeah, we have our own.
Dudes.
Yeah, talking.
Stuff. We all took it.
I took it.
Should we redo that?
I
Nope.
don't care.
Leave it. Dudes talking stuff. I didn't write one of those
They're
funny
gonna hear
lines down.
Oh no.
Yeah. We're about king shit like LeBron James or time.
Whoa. One of them.
We have a special guest.
It's true.
Because it's Halloween.
Yeah.
It's sort of how it's not there
It's not
yet,
really
but we're
Halloween.
right there. It's in that area.
It's pre-Halloween.
It's our Halloween pod.
It's your Messiah. Yeah, okay. Because I'm
Oh.
stoned.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay. Okay.
This is
I don't
risque.
care. I'm never running for Congress. You know what I mean?
You might.
I won't.
You can wear a long sleeve shirt. They won't see those tattoos.
Yeah,
They don't need to know I have tattoos.
They know everything about you.
Anyway,
Who's they?
Young Trenton is dressed as Jesus.
Jesus de Christi.
Jesus, our Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So we will have
He's
we'll have
gonna
some
let me
takes
inside.
from Jesus all throughout the pod, I guess.
Yeah, man.
So we sporting all over the world.
It's fair to say Jesus is
always,
Coming.
always
Oh, yeah.
really here in the pod, but today he's technically here in
Really
the
here.
pod.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Nice.
so we started off because it's been a while. We have to bring up that the South Carolina Gamecocks beat the, at the time, number 3 Georgia Bulldogs, who at the time were undefeated. Of his little spoiled weak ass bitch. Fight me.
There's only 2 things I gotta say about that.
What's that?
Jake Fromm sucks,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
aside from cool sports like football, there is baseball that is still finalizing.
Yeah.
The MLB World Series is going to be the Washington Nationals, who just traded Bryce Harper in the offseason, and
Who needs him?
the Houston Astros, a.k.a. Travis Scott's favorite baseball team.
I didn't know that.
Of course, Houston.
Well, okay. I didn't know he was from Houston. Is that bad? Yeah. I can't say how much I don't care, but I guess we should as a good podcast lay money on this. So
Ask Jesus.
yeah, Jesus. Mascots, do you prefer the Nationals or the Astros?
What are their mascots?
I don't know shit about
One
baseball.
was a national.
A national is a national.
You know,
I like that.
I'd say like a militiaman. Yeah, probably. It's pretty close, I would
I'm just
imagine.
gonna go with
And then an
Astros.
Astro. I think an Astro is just like
the dog from the
first
Jetsons.
half.
The only
Astro.
thing
Yeah,
I
the dog from the Jetsons. Going with the dog.
Okay. Houston
I mean-
Astros. Are you placing the bet right now?
It's a no. I just wanted to look it up. The Nationals is actually
Oh, it's a bird.
is a bird. It
Ah!
was very afraid. Look, he
derpy.
pops out of an
I don't
egg
like
at some
it. Yeah,
point.
that's a baby bitch.
Look
bird.
at that.
Don't y'all think mine was better?
Gamecock tear that apart. Too.
I do definitely. I bet the Astro mascot is.
I hope it's the dog.
He's a baseball.
Oh whoa, he's an alien.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we're still down.
We're still
I'm
going
down.
Astros.
Yeah,
All
man.
right, we're gonna do it.
Life
Circle it.
savings. Put it in there.
All $20.
Yeah.
I got
Jesus
60.
wouldn't steer you wrong.
All right. So a Bama student and down as fuck homie found out that his buddy was about to lose a lot of money on a bet at the LSU Florida game. But he just could not let that happen. So he called in a bomb threat to the stadium in the middle of the game to try to stop the game because then the bet would just be canceled. Unfortunately, they realized it was fake. The game did proceed. His buddy still lost the money. Everything is damaged except this friendship.
I mean, that's his homie for life.
I mean,
Like,
that's
he owes him for like.
real ass shit.
Do you think if they would have canceled the game, that bookies would have like broke his legs or like?
No, because it would have been off. The whole bet would have been off.
Yeah, wouldn't that guy have ruined a whole bunch of bets?
Well, not if you don't know.
No, you just had that guy would have been forced to return money.
Probably be a lot of happy people.
Yeah, people be like, oh yeah.
Except for the people who took the money originally.
It's LSU in Florida, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
If you wet Florida, it's fine.
you gotta go, coach.
Yeah, no.
Gumbo.
What the fuck is going on?
Alright, we're moving.
Yeah, real
Last
quick,
sporting all over the world.
We got a new football league coming up soon, over a year, with Vince McMahon, the punching
The
man,
legend.
the wrestling OG,
Yeah.
and a lot of old ex NFL players, not guys that are playing now or would play, but they were there at one point or the other.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Elliot Fry. Getting a
Okay.
shot.
One notable player who did not get drafted by the XFL.
Could not believe this. This is why we're not sure we're even going to watch this shit now.
Because, you know, he was basically like the MVP in that AFL league.
He was.
Trent Richardson.
Trent Richardson.
Whoa.
Trent Richardson.
We can't believe that Trent Richardson does not make it in. All right. So we go on to the NFL.
Richardson.
Yeah. You ever heard of that guy?
I've heard it once or
Jesus.
twice, man. Yeah.
You'll never hear me say this again. Trent Richardson's not a bad guy. You know?
Oh, man. Really?
Yeah, I think he deserves another
Which,
shot. People just don't really know the real Trent Richardson.
No one
I
really.
think you're right.
does.
No one really knows the real Richardson. He's probably a really cool guy.
I wouldn't go that far.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. Okay.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
We are going NFL,
Woo.
and we're going to start off some good news.
Oh.
Man.
You hear that?
Oh, shit.
Those are horses.
The horses?
Yeah, because they're back, baby. The Panthers are back, baby. Horses in the back. Panthers
in the front.
maybe first. Are they tied for the division?
I'm not sure about that right now, but
Let's edit all this out.
we've won.
Panthers tied for the division lead.
Definitely. Don't fact check us. We are tied for first. We're 4-2.
4-2. It's been
Yeah,
since the
we-
0-2 start.
0-2
we've won
start.
4
We
games.
went. Now we didn't have the strongest schedule during that time we had to play.
Hey, neither did the Patriots,
That's it. We're
and they're the best team in
you
football.
only play who's in front of you.
Yeah, you know,
You know,
and they played it. People that
White Sanders.
White Sanders definitely.
All praise White Sanders.
I want to say people that aren't
Jesus.
very smart.
Jesus, what did you do to bless White Sanders?
Spit on him. That's the way it works, man.
Out of your
$20.
mouth or out of
No, I can bless anything. It's like holy water.
Okay.
From the inside.
like
$20.
just the
PayPal
Achilles?
at Jesus.
Just his feet to make him
At
so-
AOL.com.
Did you have to like grab him by the toe, the Achilles, and dip him
And
into
dip 'em
your
in?
the
Yeah.
spit, or was it just like a little spit on you just takes you
Just a
everywhere?
little bit, man. It goes. It's like
a little goes a long way.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like WD-40.
All right.
All right. We also have Spider-Man on the team. He's looking great, by the way.
I do.
Very, very great late.
We knew he was a Hall of Famer.
I mean, when
Just
it came out, we were right, is what I just want to
Yeah.
say about that.
fans that aren't very intelligent will give all the credit to Kyle Allen, who
Credit to Kyle Allen.
has been a fantastic placeholder
We need to lock him up as our new Derek Anderson,
for sure.
for sure. I'm not. He
The
needs.
fumbles will go away.
Yeah, that's tough, but as a
It's
backup,
been better recently.
as a backup, he does all you could ask.
He doesn't throw the pick, so too much.
And if this league is proven, I mean, I really feel like Tom Brady got a hold of the Infinity Gauntlet and snapped like the AFC. Like half the quarterbacks just went.
That's true.
I'm not sure what's going on over there, but
He left Joe Flacco.
well, he didn't care. He was like, that doesn't even count.
Yeah, but it's it's gonna be good to see what happens. Cam is coming back. We'll see when. But one quarterback that's not coming back.
At least not soon.
Not this year, probably. I don't think so. They said the knee was bad. Patrick Mahomes, or as you better know him, Jesus, Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog.
Yes.
Pour one out for the Mahomies.
Pour it out.
They
That is
said
me.
there's no ligament damage,
Yeah.
which is crazy because they have. I don't know if you've seen it, but they definitely have video footage of his kneecap
Injury.
shifting and then
Oh, yeah.
moving it back on the field.
Don't like that.
But they say there's no ligament damage, which is pretty amazing considering it shifted and they had to pop it back.
Yeah.
I feel like best case he could come back for the playoffs because that's quite a bit away.
Can they get there?
That's dude, Matt Moore like trash. They gotta do something. They wishing they had some Flacco right now. Yes,
And that's tough.
that's tough.
Why the fuck is he Kermit the Frog?
I don't have.
I can't tell if
do
you're
we
just
try-
fucking with me
somebody
or
gonna try to
something.
interview him? No, he literally sounds like he's in a lot of commercials right now, and he sounds kind of like a young Kermit the Frog.
Young Kermit the
The
Frog.
best I can do right now is show you a picture that somebody in our fantasy league
Oh,
sent
man.
us. Yeah.
Hey guys, I was trying to play football with my team.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. I'm so glad that me and Randy Reed he jokes about before he's hypercatchup on everything.
Okay,
He
Oh,
loves
man.
ketchup.
he does.
Which
There's-
I'm mad at
Have you
that.
seen the commercial where he has this big slab and it looks like expensive lamb meat and he stares at the camera gangster and just pours ketchup on it? That's the
that's
best.
beautiful.
I don't even
I'm
know what it's for.
That sounds amazing.
Okay.
Hopefully ketchup.
I don't think ketchup and lamb goes together, but you know.
Yeah, but for Mahomes it does. Alright. R.I.P. Mahomes.
Ooh.
We hope he comes back.
I saw what you did here, and I
You like it, don't
I
you?
like it. So Mahomes may be gone for a while. A guy who is back, all of a sudden, I'm assuming his back
Yeah.
injury
He's
is
not
going
sick
to
anymore.
just go away.
He's okay with not waiting for his wife to have a baby.
That man is Jalen Ramsey. He just got traded from the Jacksonville Jaguars, God's favorite team,
Whoa.
to the LA Rams. I just assume. Like, that's because of,
Gardner?
no, Jacksonville being a shithole.
Oh, yeah, they have to
It's
play.
like-
It's Joe.
It's Joe,
They're
the story
Joe.
of Job. I've taken everything from them.
It's that thing with
I leave them with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Prod. Oh, you have a good cornerback? Let's trade him to the LA Rams. He's sick every
Yeah.
week until he gets traded.
Yeah, you like the Jalen Ramsey.
I did.
Yeah.
I think it's probably a good trade. The Rams traded a lot, so hopefully
Yeah, I worry about their future because they ain't got no picks.
I like that though.
But they're going all in.
Fuck it.
I
Like,
mean-
win now.
Do it now. And,
That's like a 2-year problem.
if he extends and he stays, I mean, you have probably the best defensive tackle in the league and the best secondary player in the league on your team. Not bad building blocks.
I roll the dice with that.
Yeah, I mean, I would do it. If I could get my hand, you could draft 3 guys in the first round that aren't going to be as good as Jalen Ramsey.
That's true.
So, I mean,
And they are going to be drafted by Jackson.
and people don't like, people don't like when players request to be traded, and I get that, but thing about that is it works.
I mean, I haven't seen a player yet that didn't get what he wanted, really.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon right now. And I think it's because he went the wrong way. Jalen Ramsey played at the beginning of the year, made people be like, damn, yeah, he is good. And it was like, as the trade deadline came up, it was like, hey, guys, I'm not going to play. You going to trade me or you just going to let me sit out the year?
Yep.
That's what he should have done versus,
I got to say, I'll take those odds, though,
yeah.
Out of 3 scenarios, you get either Jalen
He's like
Ramsey,
the only guy that hasn't.
Le'Veon Bell, or Melvin Gordon. I'll take the chances.
Let's do it.
Hell, Zeke signed before week 1. Throw him in. That's a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, there's a bunch. I don't say, even if you throw in NBA players, I mean, you're really.
Jalen didn't miss a check.
No.
He was just
He's
back
out
was
for his
hurt.
back. He was sick in paternity or paternity leave.
yeah, he missed a meeting or something. I don't know.
Yeah. But speaking of Melvin Gordon, I want to have this discussion. We haven't done one of these in a while.
You do it. You do it, man. I'm just not ready.
You already not? We need to have a discussion. We picked
I
the
wouldn't even have
Chargers.
it. You just have to. Have
We
it.
picked them as our way too early Super Bowl prediction.
Way too
Dude,
early.
like, it was like as soon as the Super Bowl happened, we picked them like for the next year.
It was the sexy thing to do.
It was. It felt good. I mean, I still kind of look at the team and feel good about it. That's what's kind of messed up.
They're so injured.
But we haven't had an old yeller in a while. The team that we've had to, even though we love them, we had to take them behind the shed and put them out of their misery.
I'm not ready to do it.
But I mean, they're 2-4. I looked it up. There's only what would you say is the strength of the Chargers? Their offense, you would think.
You would think.
They only had one game where they scored more than 20.
That's pretty unchargery.
Now
that's not supercharged.
Now their schedule is favorable due to conference. With Mahomes out, I mean, Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders look better than you thought, or they're winning some games. I don't know. I don't trust the Raiders at all. They'll fall apart. So I feel like their schedule's favorable if Mahomes is out, like we just said we thought he would be.
Here's the thing.
So
I'm not ready to old yeller him.
Okay.
Especially with the Mahomes injury. You know what? I would be more ready to old yeller a team like the Browns. Or even the Jaguars. I would old yeller both of those teams before the Chargers.
Let's go ahead.
They're so injured, man. If they get a couple players back, man, they're just back, baby.
Okay. But you know what? Since we already had our shotgun loaded, let's decide.
All right.
And I'm gonna go Browns, and not because I think Baker Mayfield isn't good, because I don't think they have great skill players. I just think their offensive line is straight trash. And every time I watch them play, as soon as the ball is snapped, their offensive line is pushed back like 3 to 5 yards. Like, you're not gonna win that way. Also, here's how Cleveland feels. I don't know if you saw this story. Garrett, their defensive end, the big dude, getting all them sacks this year. Is Garrett? Am I right about that? Myles Garrett, I think.
On the Browns.
Yeah.
Number 1 pick.
He was walking down the road, and a guy saw him in a car and pulled over. And was like, "Hey," he's like, "Can I take a picture with you?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna sucker punch you," and just punched him in the face, and then just went out. Now,
how'd that feel?
Garrett didn't move at all, but how much respect do you have when the Cleveland's just willing to punch probably the best player on your team? I mean, no disrespect to everybody else, but
yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. So, like, why would you punch Myles Garrett?
That's a scary dude.
Yeah.
He could have killed that kid. So
did he yell sucker punch before he sucker?
He did. Yes, he did. He kind of did it, and then Myles Garrett said maybe if you put some leg behind it, I would have flinched. And said he couldn't have punched back because he would have got sued.
Yeah. He would have. Definitely. He made the right move. If this guy had punched OBJ, he would be rich right now.
He would.
OBJ will fuck you up.
We're gonna slowly take that old dog.
Here's the thing.
Cleveland Browns behind the shed.
Well, I thought you said we were going to agree on this.
Oh,
are you going to take them?
No, let's agree. Who do you have?
Well,
we'll let
I'm still leaning on the Jaguars, and I'm going to tell you why. I feel like the Jaguars have the hardest chance of winning their division.
Okay.
I see the Chargers have a shot because they have the Chiefs and the Raiders.
Yeah.
Chiefs, you never know. Browns are behind the Ravens. Still not 100% sold on the Ravens.
I like the Ravens.
I like them. They're fun. I don't know if they're going to win 10 games. They might. I feel like
they're going to find a way to sneak in.
I could see the Ravens falling apart before a team like the Texans and probably even the Colts. That's why I have the Jaguars behind my shed.
I see what you're saying. They just have more to go through.
They got the hardest shot. Like, I feel like any of these teams have to win their division to make it.
Yeah.
And I just feel like the Jaguars have the hardest shot to do it.
I just like Gardner Minshew.
Because the Bills are locked up. They're about to get a playoff spot.
It's great. I can't wait for that.
They're going to be the new Patriots. People are going to hate the Bills pretty soon.
I can't. We got to open that table business.
Where does it stop? We're gonna sell folding tables you can powerbomb Bills fans through.
Yeah, they're safer for the powerbomb. You know what I mean?
And memorabilia. Yeah, we'll put like a little pad at the bottom, but you can't see it because you ain't no bitches.
Yeah, ain't one in the world.
We'll buy a table shirt.
All right, so we're gonna go.
Oh, we gotta shoot somebody. Yeah,
who's throwing people into tables?
Buffalo.
Yeah,
they're doing great.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Jesus, you need to sentence one of these teams.
Yeah. Cleveland Browns, or
we can use my new handgun.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's sweet.
Hold them still.
After listening to all this pertinent information that you guys have given me, I'm gonna gonna go with the Jaguars because the Browns sound like poop. That's what I think of, and that makes me laugh.
Jesus went against his favorite team. I don't know how I did that. This must have been how. This must have been how Lucifer got kicked out of heaven.
This is the Chewbacca case.
Yeah, it
Let's
does
go
not
ahead
make
and
sense.
use your handgun. There he goes.
See
All
you
right,
later.
so actually,
No more porn stashes.
we'll let Jesus go away and bring out Trent for the CFL update.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I actually have kept up with that.
I know you were spitting all this. I heard some of it the other day.
It was I missed like one or two of them because they play at weird times where I'm just not paying attention.
No, they do. It's Canadian.
Okay, yeah, but they're actually doing really good in our division. The Argonauts were trash. That was the last pick that you heard about, and they're actually 3-13, and so are the Red Blacks. You know.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
But in our division, they're tied for first with 11 W's
Woo!
and 5 L's, and they are playing
sounds good.
They're playing the Eskimos at home next game,
I like the name of
yeah, and then they're playing the Eskimos at their home for the last game, which is weird.
That's
and they're
it.
8-8. Yeah, and then I guess it's playoffs or not. I mean,
Nice playoffs.
Yeah,
Yeah, we go
If
into
they win.
the Grey Cup.
because they're technically the third. If like I don't know how divisions work, but if you smash them all together, they're third.
That means it feels like they're in. Either they
Yeah.
have a good 50-50 team. It's hard to beat two teams twice.
Yeah,
Or a
dude.
team twice in a row.
They beat the Blue Bombers though, pretty good. They
Nice.
smashed the Argonauts. It was like 41 to something.
All right, feels like our money's still looking good
Yeah,
right
that
there.
Canadian money, man.
Woo. Yeah, what's
think it's
Canadian
worth
money
more.
called?
It's worth
I think
more,
still
man.
called dollar.
No, I don't think so.
All right, so Jesus, we do have a lock of the pod as general.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Monday Night Football on the 28th, the Halloween one, I guess. Yes, will be the Dolphins at the Steelers. They actually have the Steelers as a 17-point favorite right now.
The Steelers.
Yes,
Nice.
if that matters to you. But no, which
I can tell you.
mascot do you like more? Well, who you got? The Dolphins, Jesus, or the Steelers?
I'm gonna go with the Steelers, man, because those are good, hardworking Americans. That's their mascot.
Yeah.
Dolphins are rapists. They're the
Yeah.
biggest sinners.
They'll just kick them off.
You do have a thing against dolphins.
I do, man.
They are raping.
It's like something
I
happened.
agree.
That's,
I buried
that's a
deep
very
inside
high
of my
spread,
I
but
agree with that. That's a high
I am.
spread.
I'm not gonna,
But I could see it
disobey
happening
with
because the Dolphins are bad. But it's that spread.
Pittsburgh's pretty
My
good
blessing
too.
to the Steelers.
I know. I actually, yeah. But we're going Steelers.
I missed all your CFL talk. I'm sure it was good.
It was
I
phenomenal.
had to secure
It was pretty
a
alright.
dining room table, so
Pretty important.
yeah, that's my
Does it have a
that's my
fingerprint thing
table
on it?
guy.
Exactly.
Oh,
He could help us with that business probably.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why I was texting.
Well, now it's your turn. Glad you came back just in time for the entertainment. It's your turn.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
I feel like we skipped NBA.
Oh, did I?
Oh God. No. Wait. Yes. LeBron James.
I did skip it all together.
LeBron James.
Wait, I did miss all of that.
LeBron James.
That's okay, because I got this.
I'm just gonna
shit.
keep saying his
Just
name.
saying
in
LeBron.
different ways.
So we move on to the NBA. That was good pod entertainment. Right there. We start off with LeBron James and how much LeBron James hates democracy.
Yeah. Democracy, America.
America,
I mean,
freedom of speech.
probably handguns.
Yeah, handguns. That being in anyone's hands, not rich or the government.
You let us down.
He did. So Daryl Morey, a general manager of a professional NBA team, tweeted out support for Hong Kong. China has backlash.
He's basically like Houston's Jesus.
Yeah, like they're
Houston's
they're
Jesus.
The Rockets, yeah.
and then LeBron has come out and said that even though he understands freedom of speech, sometimes this shouldn't happen because it's inconveniences other people. Essentially,
freedom of speech.
yeah.
What LeBron really meant is, I like getting my checks from
I like
China.
my checks. Y'all fucking that up. And
Which is fine, I guess.
he should just say that instead.
Yeah. If you're
You
gonna,
should just
if you're gonna
say-
say it.
It's about my money.
Yeah.
So yeah, LeBron is a tyrant. He's been telling us since he came out of high school, though. He does call himself King James.
It's true.
So I mean, I don't know why we're surprised.
if you watch his teams, it's obviously
He's a
a
tyrant.
tyranny.
Yeah.
Ain't
Very
no
obvious.
democratic squad out there.
Yeah.
It ain't happening. Shane Battier, he was getting tyrant.
Definitely.
Now Mario Chambers, man, fucking jester. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
The NBA is starting in I think a week officially, and the number 1 pick Zion, he's looking pretty good in the preseason. He's like 80% shooting right now, which is whatever that is.
It's
But
good.
But can Zion's knees handle his awesomeness? He's already been pulled out of preseason. They're already saying he may not start the beginning of the season, and they might have to do some time management. Can those knees handle his awesomeness?
Maybe not. But he's already got a couple deals, so
Yeah.
whatever.
He's got insurance. He's in the league.
I hope it does, but
Me too.
he's got some checks.
If he can,
Fuck
just
it.
go. He's from South Carolina.
Oh yeah.
Go.
And maybe he tears a knee and maybe Zion goes to be the greatest NFL tight end that ever lived. You don't have to jump that much. You're
That's
a big
true.
guy.
Yeah, just kind of get push.
Put a brace on. I've seen Antonio Gates with one for a while.
Yeah, Thomas Davis had arm surgery, had a decision all the way down played.
I'd sign Zion right now as a tight end. I don't care what team.
And our most important
And
basketball
quarterback.
news
See that on?
is they're pretty impressive.
Drew Brees better be careful.
Most important basketball news is learning that while in prison, Gucci Mane was the MVP of his basketball league.
Gucci.
And he says he only plays like 4 or 5 times a year.
Burp.
He's just so good. He's just dripping sauce.
Burp.
Also, little unknown fact, he had they say 101 or 120 projects since 2005.
Yeah, everybody knows
This
that.
little Gucci Man.
That's a lot.
Little knowledge, man.
He eats the red crayon because the red one tastes the best.
All right.
Hey, I got a cold.
Let's move on to entertainment for real this time.
Oh.
LeBron James.
I feel like this trailer was changed on me.
LeBron James. I didn't think we ever had a trailer.
You're
Yeah, I don't think
probably
so.
right.
And
So I just,
mean,
I
it's a little behind the curtain here.
yeah. So why don't y'all start with this trailer that we all
Okay.
saw?
So the trailer is Banana Splits.
Yeah.
Oh,
They-
I love bananas.
2019 horror film. It comes from a Hanna-Barbera production, which I would say, I watched it when I was a kid. I would say it was like a hip Sesame Street.
Yeah.
It's
It
the
was
easiest way to try to describe
like the
it.
Beatles made it or something.
Yeah.
It was funky.
And so you have a kid who's having his birthday at a live taping of the show, but it happens to be the same day that the Banana Splits find out that they're being canceled, and it seems like the Banana Splits go psycho murder.
Yep.
And so what you have is people in giant Sesame Street type costumes, but with cool shades and stuff.
Yeah.
They kind of look Beatles and hip, trying to murder family members and children. As a guy that saw this show when he was a kid a couple of
weird,
times,
right?
it's pretty great. La la la.
Yeah. I know they even took the theme song and made it kind of
make
like
it
messed
creepy.
up.
Is this a real show?
It's real.
A
Yeah, it
long
was
time
a
ago,
long
like
time ago.
Hanna-Barbera, like way back.
Oh,
Like,
I got it. Scooby Doo.
So
Sigmund
someone-
and Sigmund the Sea Monsters kind of shit. It's like
Yeah, so
70s.
Warner Brothers, I think, bought all the Hanna-Barbera stuff or someone, but Sci-Fi
I don't know.
has some sort of affiliation.
Is
with
this a
them.
sci-fi movie?
And I think that's how it
Oh
happened.
man,
I
great,
think that's how it happened.
excellent. They
So-
only put out the best movies.
Yeah, it's
You ever seen Sharktopus?
should we watch it?
Sharktopus? Yeah.
No,
definitely.
the Banana Split.
Oh, yeah, sure, man.
What's your hype level?
Oh,
What are your
man.
thoughts on it?
I don't know, man. It looks like they were
I
just
just
trying
saw
to.
a room full of dead bodies.
Yeah, it gets murdery. I think they're trying to dick ride Five Nights at Freddy's. or
Yes,
something.
I can 100% agree with
What's
that.
It's like a
It's
kids
a
game.
horror video game the kids are
Spooky.
into.
I don't know if they still are.
Well,
It's kinda older
and
now, but-
4 or 5 years ago.
Now
they
they're
were-
on the Fortnites.
I still think some kids do. It's like you run around, and it's that same premise is that you're like trapped in kind of like an old Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, at night.
And the animatronic fan
are trying to tear your skin off and stuff machine parts inside of you.
Yeah,
What's it called?
Five Nights at
Five
Freddy.
Nights
It's like
at
a little
Freddy's.
kids game kind of, but
I
it's
don't-
terrifying.
yeah.
Like I don't fuck with jump scares. It's dumb. That's
I
a
don't
dumb
like
way
that
to scare
either.
people.
I'm okay with it. I don't mind a little.
I
It makes
like
me
it.
feel alive.
To me, here's the thing that I want to go ahead and say I found out when we were Googling this trailer. This motherfucking film came out in July.
Yeah, I know.
So if we want to, we can review this.
Oh, it definitely exists. Yeah, I bet
We
you
can
find
review
it.
this, folks.
I mean, I'm into it.
What are the thoughts on reviewing?
You
I
know,
we'd be so
I'm not
happy to have to watch this
Yeah.
movie.
no.
I mean, I was gonna vote for the drone because that's out too.
Oh god. Okay, yeah, let's watch it.
Let's watch Banana Split. Banana
Banana
Split.
Split.
I don't see a personal review of that for you guys.
Oh,
I'll
sounds
let you know.
good.
That sounds very good.
We'll
Right.
do a special version.
So
We'll
it looks
put
like
at
we're
the
pretty
end.
hyped to watch it. I actually was gonna give it like a 6 out of 10 just because I
you
used to watch
guessing?
when I was a kid.
Yeah.
No. It's my hype.
Oh, that's your hype meter?
Yeah.
I'm about the same because it's a sci-fi movie, so it's gonna be really shitty, maybe. Or
I
it might not
don't
be.
know that they were that sci-fi like this is a production company as much as because Warner Brother has connection to sci-fi that someone in that brain hole was like, we can make this weird thing into a horror film.
Oh yeah, somebody definitely saw
'Cause
that. They
horror
watched that
films-
cartoon and they were like, "Yo, these things would be terrifying if they were trying to."
Yeah, we probably talked about before. Horror films could be shitty and make a buttload of
shit
money
ton of
because
money.
they don't cost a lot.
Yeah, that's my market.
That's why they live and how they exist. And why they always seem shitty because it's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it kind of. You ever seen Death to Smoochie?
Yeah.
There's more of a comedic
Yeah.
take on
Death to
this,
Smoochie.
but
I think
it's
this
like
will be a little
fucked
comedic.
up hard. Yeah, well, the gore is the biggest difference, I would say. I mean, I'm like a 4 on it, you know? I'm looking forward to watching it, I guess.
None of that sounded positive before. You're not. I'm so
Look,
excited.
Banana Split movie, I'm in.
Did you ever watch the original thing?
Nah, I don't know what this is. But that's okay, because I do know what these movies are.
You do.
This movie.
That one.
We did a movie review.
Oh, we did.
Trent spent lots of money.
That's it by
Double
accident.
it.
Yeah, like $10.
We watched Spider-Man Homecoming.
No, we didn't.
Far From Home.
Far From
This
Home.
is what happened.
Yeah, I watched Spider-Man
Oh, it was
I
Homecoming.
on
told
there.
you before we started I wrote it wrong on that.
That's the one I
We
fucked
watched
up.
Spider-Man Homecoming 2.
Far From Home.
Far From Home.
It's a very
Is that,
extended
is that
title.
what y'all
They
want?
need to shorten the title.
They need to
World's
take home out of
greatest
the title.
secret. I've kept from Trent for so long. This movie was full of drones.
Full of drones.
Full of
Top to
drama.
bottom, baby. It's the future.
Fatty, you got a little cast
Oh,
action
yeah.
there? I know
Released
you do.
June 26th, Marvel Sony collab. Spider-Man is back and dealing with the fallout of Endgame, and Tony starts, spoiler alert, passing. He takes a school trip / vacation across the pond to stop superheroing for a while, but he just can't get away. Samuel L. Jackson shows back up. Nick Fury. As he meets another hero from an alternate dimension. Tom Holland, of course, is back. Zendaya, Jake Gyllenhaal, Samuel L. Jackson, Jon Favreau. I continue to believe Tom Holland feels like the truest origin of Spider-Man, like the truest
It's pretty
Spider-Man.
good. It's really, really good.
He feels awkward, but
Yeah.
he's still, like, even though he's like, I guess, no homo, little Bill. He's not like in his clothes. He still looks like a little dork guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
He looks like Spider-Man.
Did you think that Tobey Maguire was just super buff?
No, but that other guy,
That's,
Andrew Garfield,
I've liked all the Spider-Mans,
he was
but
too swagged up.
Tom Holland, he is a great Spider-Man. This is a good cast. They always have a good
Yeah,
cast.
they've had on point.
Jake
on
and
cast.
G, man, you know.
Fantastic.
I love Mysterio's look. I love this character. He's so on point. I love this power set.
Is he
So
just
good.
the right amount of buff for you?
Yeah, how buff is he?
I really didn't pay attention to his buffness, just the costume.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get lost in his eyes. I know what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. His globiness.
Could be anything. Doesn't matter.
Could be a boat in there.
Yeah, the opening, when you mentioned this as soon as you saw the trailer, what was happening. You were pretty spot on with it.
Yeah, it's actually the only complaint I have of it. That is, if you have any sort of knowledge of who Mysterio is, you know he's not going to be a superhero. If you have any sort of knowledge of who Mysterio is, you know that he does fake illusions and he's fighting giant monsters. So the whole time, you know it's fake. I mean, you didn't know it was drones,
That's
No.
true.
but you had a good idea
That's
that
true.
it was fake. And so, like, my wife watched it, did not know that, and I tried my best not to say anything about it. Absolutely love this movie because that was like a big reveal too. Because this is a great movie without it. I mean, I gave it, I think,
Oh my God, he's a bad guy.
yeah, I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. But like, I knew he's a bad guy. I knew those big monsters weren't real.
Yeah.
So like, all of that, just the whole storyline for me was just,
It felt real, man.
I can just waiting for us to get to that moment where it's like, yeah, okay, now we know he's bad.
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to have a squad. That was kind of.
that
cool.
was
I like the way they did it.
I did
I
like that.
like.
I like they were all like scorned Stark Industries people who like Tony had pissed
Yeah,
off.
yeah, like that technology.
Called it
there,
barf.
which is a very common theme as well.
Yeah.
Tony's a dick.
Yeah.
America's dick.
I even thought the fight where he fought the drones at the end, they made that look badass. And I wouldn't have thought a fight against a bunch of drones would be really cool.
And it
It was awesome.
It was
Are you saying
real.
drones
cool.
are really cool? I'm gonna edit it
Yeah,
and make you say
yeah,
that.
yeah. You're gonna take me out all the parts. Drones,
Animated attack.
just put at the
drones,
end,
yeah.
just scare me with drones. Cool.
Yeah, drones. Cool.
Drones. Cool.
Now I don't have to. I just have to take this.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Thanks. Make that a lot easier.
Yeah, I gave it a 8.5 out of 10. I did. I did have everybody else's score. Like IMDb gave it a 7.7 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 90%. And
As the viewer or the
that's just its overall, I guess.
Audience might
there's
have been
two.
higher.
Yeah, the audience scores are usually higher. Yeah,
Metacritic was
critics are
69.
dicks.
That's why, yeah.
Oh yeah,
There's your like critic review.
correct.
Did you check the
That movie was good. dude.
Loso DB?
The Loso DB.
Yeah.
I gave it an 8.5. I would have if I did not know that storyline.
Oh yeah, it would have been.
9.5.
Yeah, it would have been almost a 10 if I didn't know the Mysterio. was
You
gonna
know,
flip.
I'm gonna leave it at a 9. I very much enjoyed it. Yeah, we knew the villain, but I like the way they put it together and the way they presented it was nice. The glasses, man.
The glasses were cool.
Cool.
The glasses were fucking cool.
I love all
man.
the like.
And he just
throwbacks.
gives them to Mysterio. I think that
That
was
was
one
the
of
weakest part.
I thought that was kind of funny though, because it's like we all know it, but this motherfucker Spider-Man don't know it.
Yeah.
It's like
And I mean, Spider-Man was a slow move to just even. Don't you want to know him for at least 2 weeks, Spider-Man, before you hand over the keys to the nuclear everything?
just
Yeah.
lifted his skirt up real.
Yeah,
real
Spider-Man. You don't have to even take him to McDonald's. You know?
Spider-Man, like you fought with all these heroes, and you're just like Mysterio. You're the best. Take
Yeah,
this
yeah.
prize.
Just get please.
God damn.
So
It's a good
That
thing
was a little-
Thanos should have just talked to Spider-Man.
would have found out everything.
Yeah, would have got the glasses.
I want to say interesting little twist at the end where they kind of turn him into Iron Man by
Oh, yeah,
giving him
with-
the glasses, making him where everyone knows who he is.
I mean, he even did like when
Yeah.
Tony was designing the suit and shit. Where he spun
Yeah, he
it and
did.
stuff.
He
He
was
did the
like-
same movements. That's why Happy was like smiling at him and shit.
They kind of set him up, and I wonder.
Happy was smiling at him because he's banging
Because he's
his
fucking
hand.
his aunt.
Yeah, and he's like,
I love that part. Yeah.
I think they
But-
broke up, but they had a good run.
But I was talking, me and Jesus were talking earlier, and I was saying that I do feel like he's going to probably do like a new Avenger or a young Avenger based around him. And that's probably where they're headed with it.
Who else do they have?
Well, they're already like, the Marvel Plus stuff is already going to have, or Disney Plus stuff's going to have Kate Bishop, who's like the young girl,
Okay.
Hawkeye. Yeah, she's going to be involved in the Hawkeye series. So there's already somebody. They're starting to lay and if they want to, Vision and Wanda create kids. I don't know if they'll go down that weird ass path, but they definitely are parts of some of the.
Create.
I like the term
Yeah.
create. Yeah.
I created kids too.
Well, they don't. They're not. He's a robot, y'all.
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure things out here, man.
She creates it with her mind because she's that powerful.
Oh yeah, I
She
forgot.
creates them, like
The
literally.
realities.
So anyway,
But they still
definitely.
Definitely.
Really love Spider-Man. Everyone should go watch it. I think
Yeah, it's
we're
super good.
collectively like a 9 here.
Yeah.
It's a great franchise, and hopefully Sony and Disney. I think they came to
They
an
gave him
agreement.
agreement. He's
I think they're
back
getting
on.
one more.
It's gonna continue.
I
All
think
that,
it should.
all
I
that
wouldn't be
public
upset
stuff
with it.
is just them negotiating in the media.
Oh, I've been watching Succession. Trust me, I totally get it.
I guess has anybody watched anything else since it's been 5 weeks that you want to throw out there?
Oh yeah, Succession.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
That is a very solid show.
I've heard good things. Seriously,
It's very solid.
HBO. Is that what
Yes, sir. It is. You won't actually. You may not know this. It's actually produced by Will Ferrell and Adam McKay. I think Adam McKay worked with him on, I think, Step Brothers. One of the bigger ones.
It's not a comedy, is it?
It actually is kind of more of like a dark comedy. It does have. It definitely has a lot of funny moments to it, but it's usually like funny because something fucked up is happening.
Yeah.
In the business world. But that's a very solid show. If you need something to watch, it's probably the best HBO show I've started this year. Yeah, keep it vague. I think I've always started.
I like it.
Actually, it's number 2,
behind
The Righteous Gemstones, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Now that shit is just
Bunch of
hilarious.
people about that.
HBO's on it. HBO's on it this year. I won't lie. And you know what's cool? If you get a 1-month membership, you can just binge watch
Smash
all this
it.
shit.
Yeah, that's I'm waiting on the Gemstone thing.
All of this stuff.
The Gemstones just ended.
Did it?
Yep.
Nice.
Gemstones just ended. Ballers just ended. Forever. Ballers is gone. Trent doesn't care.
No.
Jesus cares.
No, he doesn't either.
And the last thing I'll say about movies is the Breaking Bad movie, El Camino. I watched it. I've heard some, I really enjoyed it. I thought it really finished up the show. I mean, yeah.
It was cool to get, it was pretty much like 2 additional episodes.
Yeah.
It was cool to get Jesse's endpoint. I really enjoyed.
They finished him off.
Like Robert Kraft. I really liked Jesse when he went back to his homies because they're like part of my favorite part of Breaking Bad characters. I really really enjoyed that. I can't remember that guy's name, but the ginger guy, hilarious. The big one that murdered his worker or his housekeeper. Just because she found it, like that was it.
He was a really interesting character.
Yeah, he was really good.
I also gained some weight, I think, since the show.
I would have.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That was like, I mean, shit.
He doesn't play like a young guy as much anymore in Hollywood. Like when he was in the show, he was playing like 16-year-olds. Now he looks like he's like 30.
He definitely was like a younger-ish looking guy.
My only complaint is
Jesse.
I think it could have been Jesse 2 games.
Jesse's his real name.
Yeah.
His name on the show. We'll find out.
No, but Jesse gained some weight too. The guy on the show.
A little. That's what happens when you get rich.
Is that I think it should have been like a 2-episode miniseries. I felt it was kind of drugged and boring as a 2-hour movie. There was like not even any musical score, which I know Breaking Bad doesn't have that, but.
Yeah, what do you want them to do?
I just wanted to
they
film.
don't have.
Also, if you're ready for this, the creator of Breaking Bad said that he actually wanted it to be because Jesse's character is always tragically saving people and it always like fucks him over. He wanted to have a character, even if they created a new one, that even though he got out, he would have ended up kind of fucking himself and saving someone. And they want that to be his ultimate storyline.
Jesse?
Yeah, because that's who he is.
And it could happen out there in Montana.
Yeah, I guess maybe they'll lay that groundwork for another one.
The letter to the boy could seal his fate.
I liked it. I gave it a 6 out of 10 because I wouldn't watch it again.
Okay.
But I liked it.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay.
This was a bonus.
This is the
review.
bonus one. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I also saw
forgot
Toy
we were just
Story
talking
4.
about it. I was
Yeah,
like, the review.
Toy Story 4 was fire.
Toy Story 4 was
It was
very
really good. They were actually focused more on the toys and they were like the kids and stuff this time.
I swear, those guys just want to try to make adults cry.
They do, dude.
Toy Story 3 and 4, both of them.
They came out the gate with it again this time. Like they
pulling
came
at your heartstrings, man.
TV show wise, I've been watching Into the Badlands.
I've heard very good things.
I've killed
about
all
that.
3 seasons of Into the Badlands. It's Fire Flame. It's starred and produced by Danny Wu. So it's just ninja apocalyptic stuff. I'm giving it 8.5 out of 10 because I think the 3rd season is kind of a little softer.
Okay.
For the first 2 seasons, if it was just that, it'd be like a 9.5. I think. If you like cheesy, because they almost like take the elements of cheesy samurai ninja movies and make it a drama. So it's a little cheesy, but purposely done at times. But the battles are cool as shit.
That's really all you can ask for.
And yeah, I definitely. And then, yeah, so that's it.
That's pretty much it. I will say, I Breaking Bad, I gave it a 9. I just really,
A 9.
I was just so happy they brought anything back, and I thought it wrapped up very nicely. Toy Story also very high.
Yeah, very good.
I haven't seen Into the Badlands. Ballers, I probably would have gave like a 6 for a final season. It was okay.
The Toy Story 4, the like ventriloquist dummies were creepy as hell.
Oh,
They just ran around with their hands big as they were so creepy.
You're not going anywhere.
So because it's Halloween and we brought Jesus in, we're gonna do a Halloween creature.
Power too. Yeah, Power's awesome. Go ahead.
Yeah. Or creature starting 5 draft.
Dude, 50 will shoot me if I don't say that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You get the whip.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
remember
close.
this Halloween horror creature draft.
Yeah, we're gonna do a starting 5.
Now, are we like our favorites or the ones that are the scariest?
It's just really
Whatever I
however you
want.
want it, yeah. And I think you were so kind to let us start last time. You just go ahead.
I get to go first?
Yeah, we'll come around.
The number 1?
Yeah.
The scariest one.
Or just
I go
whoever you
whatever
want on
you
your
like.
team. Yeah, do whichever you like. It's your personal one.
I'm gonna just have to like start off with the OG Mike Myers.
Come on, man.
You know?
I thought you were having an asthma attack for a second. I didn't know what was
Oh,
going
I
on.
started thinking about Mike Myers
And
when
you
I was a
breathing through the
kid,
mask?
man. Like, you know, he was a scary guy, dude.
Unless you need
He
your
scared me
sleep
when I
apnea
was a
machine.
kid, man. So that's my first.
That's a good one, man.
I like it.
The mask, everything about him, the background, even that first new Rob Zombie one, you know.
That one was
it
good, but not the second
Second
one.
one
Not the
wasn't.
second one.
The second one was not good.
That bitch riding the white.
Yeah, his wife.
horse.
Let me put my wife in fucking
Yeah, I
everything.
need her in here. We'll
Yes,
find a way.
yes, we know.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with a classic inspired by the serial killer Ed Gein, Leatherface. That was one of the dudes that actually like scared the shit out of me when I was younger.
Okay.
And those movies were some of the like more like graphic stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm into the shock stuff. So that'd be my number 1 on there.
You into the shocker?
Yeah,
Shocker.
I heard it. Yeah, Jesus, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Learn all kinds of things.
Leatherface.
I actually went old school classic as well, but a little different. My number 1 was Hellraiser. Hellraiser always really weirded me out when I saw it the first time.
We're all gonna pick ones that scared us when we were kids.
Yeah, that's at least my starting one is definitely.
I've got a few.
I do too. I definitely have a few. Hellraiser was creepy. Not only would he torture you to death, but then when you died, you went and got
Tortured
tortured some
forever.
more.
Yeah.
There's like an extra level of like you opened up that little box, you been really fucked up. Like it wasn't even just an end point. So Hellraiser for me.
And it just looked creepy when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, that voice. Yeah,
You
Yeah.
just have a bunch of nails.
a lot
on
of
his
leather
face.
and shit. It was just very
Oh yeah,
weird.
it's very S&M.
Yeah.
Super weird.
And actually, so I guess I get to go again.
Yeah.
Anyone here left? My number 2 is actually the Stay Puft Man.
That's a good
Because I
monster.
mean, yeah, he's giant. He's pretty kind of enjoyable. And if you remember the movie, if you're like, they go up to that girl and you're like, hey, I'm the key master, you at least get the fucks before he shows up.
It's true.
Just once. So yeah, so there's all that going on. So yeah, there's mine. Stay Puft, baby.
Stay poofed.
There was this dumbass movie called Trolls when I was a kid. Turns
I
out
heard
Aniston.
it's got this one's got like
Nope.
Damn, that was Leprechaun.
it's
Sorry.
like they feed you shit and it turns you into like goo and then they eat you. It's a weird dumbass
That's pretty
movie.
bad.
Yeah, it's terrible. Like it's literally a bad movie. But as a child, that fucking scared the shit out of me. So number 2 are just those trolls.
All right.
Those guys.
I'll take that. My number 2, this one scared me when I was a kid because they used to make jokes about this. You don't do it. You don't do it. You don't go to the bathroom. You don't say his name 5 times. Candyman.
man.
Candyman. Candyman. Candyman.
That was a good one.
Y'all remember Candyman?
That's an underrated horror movie, dude.
Yeah.
That's good
Candyman was a
stuff.
scary guy, and I'm pretty sure that's the same guy from
You know, I feel like my school is more of a Bloody Mary school.
Bloody Mary.
Yeah, I mean that was. I think it was
Similar
just from
story.
the movie. Yeah, it's definitely.
It's
Well,
the same.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never met Bloody Mary. Candyman, I saw 10 minutes of that movie.
yeah.
That was
That's all you
enough to
needed.
get me. Yeah, so he's... Oh, I got another one, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll do one more horror person that scared the bejeebus out of me as a little children. Little children, so they're, away from the Candyman, Poltergeist. He kind of freaked me out a little bit too, man. The houses were always haunted.
Yeah. Nowhere you could
They
go,
didn't move
really.
the skeletons,
You know,
man.
I really didn't like those ones where they just get you at your house, man. Like, damn.
Make the meat move.
Like, why? I'm home, alone.
So just ghosts in general?
I don't
Those
like ghosts,
Poltergeist.
man. You know.
I don't like
So
ghosts.
my whole list is gonna be horror people that scared me when I was a
Things
kid.
that scared you when I was-
Poltergeist it
So
is.
what's Jesus'
This
picture
one
third?
isn't really scary or anything, but it's from Hellraiser.
Doesn't
I always
have
loved the Chatterer. He was the
Oh,
guy who
man.
had the teeth and they would like click like
Yeah. God.
That dude he was one of my favorite Cenobites.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right. So my third. This one, when I first saw this movie, really like I guess the realness of it. So I put them in there. The family from the First Strangers.
First.
Yeah. Isn't that the movie where like they show up to your house when it calls strangers?
Oh yeah, they show up at your house and then they just
Yeah.
rang the doorbell so they happen to get killed.
They knocked on the doors and they asked why. It's because you answered.
Yeah.
And they murdered their whole family and a friend that came over and everybody like that.
Yeah,
They were creepy for me. That's a fucking fucked up situation.
that's a
Yeah,
fucked up
it is.
situation.
So the family from the First Strangers. They did another Strangers, wasn't as good.
That one.
But the First Strangers was really, I thought, a solid horror movie. The guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia is in it. He dies.
Oh, Dennis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dennis dies.
his friend shoots him when he's walking down the hallway.
The horror movie Strangers.
Yes.
That was a.
Yeah. That's my third one.
Well,
Those
I
guys.
like that movie.
Yeah, because
very
it kind of crept the fuck out because it was a
Yeah.
real life situation, kind of.
Out in the fucking woods.
Yeah, you could see that visually happening. Not like the Stay Puft Man. Oh, I guess I get another one. My actually fourth one is Leprechaun because he fucking parties.
Dude, those are my favorite. fucking
Leprechaun
movies.
parties, bro. He gets down like he
Leprechaun
fucks.
in the Hood.
Yeah, Leprechaun fucks.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's
So,
good stuff.
Yeah,
It's on
There
quest
you
for
go.
the gold and that ass.
Was
That
it
ass.
Leprechaun in the Hood, or was that?
It
Yeah,
was.
he was. There
There's
was
like,
two of them.
But
There's
Snoop Dogg.
all together, there's like 6 leprechauns.
There's maybe 7 because there's one where they go to space.
Okay, so
I've
the
seen
2 of
all.
them are in the
They
hood.
all go to space, man.
Eventually, Hellraiser did that too. Fucking
Jason.
dumb.
All right, you're
I like
number
that one.
4.
I like Jason X. Shit, I zoned out there for a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with The Fly, man. Like that, the whole like losing your body to like decaying to like an insect thing always freaked me the fuck out. I always thought it was a really good movie monster.
Jeff
Like a horror.
Goldblum.
Yeah, but like Jeff Goldblum after he's been like halfway through the movie when he
I don't
starts
think
to
I've seen
melt
this.
shit and stuff.
Jeff.
You never seen The Fly?
No.
Dude, it's funky. It's
I
like
saw
body
this
horror.
as a kid. It was
Yeah,
very weird.
It's gross.
I don't think I finished it either. I remember one where he's in a corner of the wall at some point.
Yeah, he's stuck to the ceiling, but he like starts to like melt people with like fly acid and starts to turn
It's
into a fly.
very weird.
He built a teleporter, and then a fly gets in one end of the teleporter, and their genes get spliced.
You should go watch
Yeah,
It's pretty
it
fucking
like
good.
sounds Great.
It's got Goldblum in
it.
it too. It's where I think it's where people
Jeff
get that
Goldblum,
shirtless,
man.
where he's laying sideways. There's like
Oh,
pictures of
yeah?
boobs. I think that's what it's from.
That's fucking Jeff Goldblum, man. You know, I'm gonna pick a movie series that I actually do enjoy. And even the new one, they redid it. I thought the new one was done very well. Going with the Evil Dead series.
Excellent.
You know, very much enjoyed it all. Ash. It had weird, dark comedy.
Yeah, the first
Tree
one was
rape
comedy.
was
Yeah.
weird.
Tree rape is
Tree rape.
always.
But it's one of those scenes that you just don't forget it.
Yeah, because you don't ever want to go in the woods.
Never. Ever.
It make you feel like, damn, I'm gonna get raped by this vine.
Like this fucking tree's gone.
Yeah.
Great.
This oak's been mean, but
Is this your
Um,
last one?
I
He's got
think
one
I have
more.
one more.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we
that's
all
it.
have one. What is the final roster spot?
this is it.
Last contender.
Who you got?
I'm just gonna pick this one because he always creeped me out as a kid. Maybe y'all liked him. His name's Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice always
I can see
kind
that.
of freaked. I wasn't
The
scared
movie
of him.
one?
Yeah, I never watched
Yeah.
it because it just
Yeah.
all of it was just off to me. More than,
Did
like
the
the
cartoon
Addams
freak you
Family, I
out?
was cool with. Someone should pick them. They're my honorable mention. You can't pick them. But Beetlejuice, all about Beetlejuice, just threw me off.
Did you watch the Beetlejuice cartoon? Fans?
Even that, I
I liked
probably
it.
saw one or two. I don't
It
think
wasn't-
I ever
it
really
wasn't
got
big.
into it though. The movie was just, I saw it, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Couldn't do it.
Hell yeah. Solid.
Alright. I
Uh,
like that pick, bro.
like the old black and white movies with the giant spiders. The giant
Frankenstein?
spiders. No, the giant like insects kind of
Ooh,
thing.
he would be.
Those were pretty good horror movies. Those always freaked me out when I was a kid. So
Oh.
like I guess the movie monster would be giant insect swords,
Oh, you picking that?
tarantula.
You don't want
Hell
to just
yeah.
pick Frankenstein?
No, that's okay. Frankenstein's never been done.
You got
Alright,
both.
so I guess I'm gonna round
Does have
out.
you got a lot of flies in your list.
Wait, what's
Flying
your
insects.
give your 5? Do you have them?
Oh yeah, Mike Myers, Candyman, Poltergeist, Evil Dead, Beetlejuice,
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leatherface, The Chatterer,
Yeah.
some other stuff.
Yep.
Insects.
Giant.
Yeah,
ones
Jeff
specifically.
Goldblum,
Jeff Goldblum, the
giant
fly.
insects, and you pick
All
some
right.
other one.
So I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
round out with ones that scared me, and I'm just gonna go the whole situation from Hocus Pocus,
Yeah.
Which
Oh yeah,
witches and the zombie as a kid.
That really
and
made me
my-
feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, my wife always asked me about this, but the fact that girl was able to just start singing a song out her
It
window,
trains you.
and like 10-year-old me would just come to her to get ate, really kind of fucked with my head. And then there's the zombie in the graveyard scene I still thought was scary. So those two
Real
parts
scary, yeah.
together, just the Hocus Pocus set. So that makes my 5: Hellraiser, the Stay Puft Man, the family from First Strangers, Leprechaun, and Hocus Pocus situation.
Hocus Pocus situation.
if you guys really like gambling, you should gamble on the over/under on me watching Hocus Pocus 3.5 times a year for the rest of my life.
That's it.
And it's not because I want to watch it. It's because
Wife loves
my
it.
wife and daughter love. I've already seen it once this year. I imagine I will see it 2 more times before Halloween.
So honorable mentions. I think you have one of
I
mine.
own it. The Addams Family?
Yeah, I had them in because I feel like I'd like to party with the Addams family.
You know,
Yeah,
I
cool.
made this list more stuff I was afraid of.
You think they?
The Addams Family was very cool. I like
Yeah.
them. Elvira.
I do. I think the monsters
No.
were a little too
Elvira is
cheesy.
something different.
I
Elvira's
also
the big titty.
yeah,
horror
definitely.
movie.
Is she part of them?
No,
That's not her name. Morticia.
Morticia.
Yeah, same thing.
I also want to say before we go to partying,
Section.
the Gremlins because they definitely party,
They party.
Yeah.
but they party a little too hard, so I went Leprechauns
Also
to
eat
go
your
put
food.
crash and shit. Yeah. Only other shout I had was Cheaper Creeper guy before he gets naked.
Mm.
When he gets naked, it's lost to me. Little bat creature in a I don't give a fuck. And especially like the first visual is him in a corner, like going
Yeah. Guy
Okay.
who made that movie is a sex offender.
Well, good.
Yeah.
All right.
Anytime-
Yeah, and from that we move to How High, where we take crazy news stories, hopefully not about sex offending,
Hey man.
and judge how fucked up these people are. We go to a Chinese flight headed from Wichon City to Lanzhou was delayed because as the plane was beginning to take off, a woman in her 50s opened the emergency exit because she, quote, needed a breath of fresh air. And when she was told to close the door, she refused because it was, quote, too stuffy.
Did she fly out of the plane?
Well, they were still on the runway. They were starting to. Okay, so how high as lady do you feel they should have died? So that was a tough one.
She's dude, stupid high.
That
like,
was, I
You
mean.
don't understand how airplanes work?
Stupid high or
Was it
stupid
suicidal?
privileged? I don't know. What,
Yeah, I can't tell.
Suicidal.
so it's going down the runway. Yeah,
Yeah, like they're starting to make the turn to take off. When she,
I'm saying definitely uppers. Like she's like, I got places to be.
yeah, I gotta get
I'm
out.
sweating in this
Woo!
bitch.
Woo!
I gotta go.
Why don't you guys open the window? Go.
Like downers, she'd be cool. She'd just be chilled out. So pretty high. Uppers are higher.
So we found one from the Carolinas. We go to Thomasville, North Carolina. A lady her name is Tina Chavez, brought her 2-year-old into the hospital because she had an allergic reaction. And then the good old story of the hospital noticing bruises, so they call the child services. That's the word I was looking for.
That's the word.
That's the word I was looking for, child services.
Yep.
So Chavez originally said she's the biological mother, and she changed her story to she adopted her, but she has no papers. Comes to find out that Chavez had bought was not her real mother, that Alice Todd was, and she sold the baby to Chavez for a 1992 Plymouth Laser. How high do you have to be to sell your 1-year-old at the time to a random stranger in exchange for a 1992 Plymouth Laser?
That car sounds really
How many
cool.
miles
It's called
are
a
on
laser.
this
Yeah,
laser?
it's just
Okay,
one.
so I googled the Laser, and it is it's a 2-door It has like a hatchback, but it looks like some of them you can take the windows off sometimes.
Oh shit!
It also
T-top
has
thing?
those it's a T-top. And it also has those little pop out lights.
Oh man!
It's a pretty sexy car.
Okay,
now.
okay. I think the question now is: was she high or was she making the best decision of her life?
Yeah. What kind of condition is the Plymouth in? If it's in good shape, looking like that, man.
What condition was the baby in? Well, didn't they say it was like bruised,
It was
beat up?
Well, that was a year later after they had custody.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't even know how you start this. Who do you call?
Yeah, right.
How's that
I've got
conversation
this, babe. I need a car. What do you need?
What do you got to barter?
I noticed you were looking at my kid.
Yeah.
You know when people see your kid, they always say that. Oh, I could just take him home. And she looks.
You
at
got a
eyes
1992
where
I've
was
Laser.
always liked your Plymouth Laser.
This was in the Carolinas.
Yeah, this is in Thomasville, North Carolina.
That's unfortunate. Hi.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can't
very,
even.
very high.
North Carolina has very high meth here.
Yeah.
So I have
Not
a.
here. You're not here there.
Yeah, South Carolina is just, the flusher.
I don't like
I
that at
don't
all.
like that at all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. There's the handle, and then
Can't
there's
wait
the...
for you to leave and go back to North Carolina.
I didn't invent math
Okay.
and science.
That's how gravity works. It goes down the map. All right,
Shit
so we go to
flows
Lake
down.
County, Indiana. With another car story. The police saw a man going somewhere around 100 miles per hour in the median around 2 a.m. When the police car approached the car, the chase began. Lasting about 20 minutes and reaching speeds of 140 miles per hour. Once apprehended, the driver, 20-year-old Dino Galinio, said he thought he'd get away because he was extremely surprised that they were able to catch up to his 2002 Acura.
That guy's really high. That guy's super fucking high.
I was like going really
I was
fast.
going so fast
Bro,
on
my
this
sweet
road.
Acura?
Yeah, it's a 2002.
Yeah.
Shit, this is a Ford to the
It's almost a
60s.
classic.
What is that? A Ford?
What are you guys even hearing? So yeah,
That's high.
I think unfortunately, due to the other stories are way more severe. There was still exchanges going on.
That was just
Yeah.
sad.
This lady was trying to commit suicide because she was too stuffy, just dumb.
Yeah.
The lady just really liked it. Have you seen the
Have
Plymouth
you seen
Laser?
Plymouth Laser?
You would exchange your baby for this car.
If you went through all that work for the baby,
I would
mean,
exchange your baby for this car.
I'm going with Acura, man.
Yeah, because he just thought, dude, no one's gonna outrace
By
my Acura.
2002. I like how the year came
And
into
he's
play.
like probably the truliest, the highest one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's
All right,
nice.
way to go, Dino.
What's his last name again?
Gagliano.
Dino Gagliano. Gagliano.
Yeah.
I hope he's a car salesman.
That sounds the last name.
This
sounds-
2002 Acura.
That's why he knew. He's like,
fastest car. Trust me.
I almost outran the police in this Acura model.
All right. We're going to PlayStation Corner.
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Had some free games.
Free games. I
We had different
have.
free games.
I have all of these. That's good.
We had different free games. They were
Well-
definitely the same games.
No, there were
The
other
free games
games.
that PlayStation gave us as a PlayStation Plus member.
Yes.
Bless the Lord. The Last of Us.
Yep.
If you've never had a chance to play that, I didn't know that was there.
That's what it was. The
Yeah.
Last of Us
Remastered.
Yes.
That's a good version.
clicks, bro. Clicks everywhere.
MLB The Show. There's a lot of clickers, bro. Clickers are kind of scary. That could have been on my top 5.
yeah.
I was actually the thing I put about Last of Us. You should 100% download it. I never finished the game though because it's kind of anxiety inducing,
Yeah.
and I got
it
stuck in
is.
spots that kind of frustrated me.
Yeah.
And yeah, but it's definitely worth the playthrough a little bit.
I beat it and I tried it on hard and I regretted it. The clickers don't fuck around.
I bet.
And they're coming out with the new one. That's cool.
And MLB The Show, I started it and I realized about 20 minutes in, after like just a little bit of gameplay, that I really do hate baseball.
Yeah.
And I stopped playing it.
Hitting's very hard. I will say, if you haven't deleted it yet, you may have already.
I haven't deleted it yet.
Check out the arcade mode. That
Okay.
is the one that you would actually love if you like baseball at all. 'Cause that one is just like press A to hit. It's way easier to hit, and it's kind of like the old school games where
you like hit a button depending on which pitch
hit
you
a
want to
button,
throw. Square, X, or triangle, bro.
For the pitches?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I mean,
You
that's how I
basically like
played.
move left or right on the stick and press X, and that's how you pitch.
Okay.
And that's how you.
That's
hit.
it. Because I personally right now is going to give it a nope. But if you're interested in baseball at all, 6 out of 10 probably.
As a baseball game, it's great. I mean, it's really great. I'm not that big into baseball myself. Creating the character mode is awesome though. I go pitcher because hitting sucks so bad, and I
I
just
feel
like
like you get
striking
through a
people
season a
out.
lot faster as a pitcher. You're only playing.
You'd think so, but
Maybe
you gotta
right.
pitch like 6, 7, 8, 9 innings when you're a bad
Oh,
motherfucker.
that's true. Yeah.
Unless you should be a closer. Pitch 1, 2 innings, get out. That'd be great.
Yeah. I
You-
didn't even.
Career mode has a lot going on. You should check that out. Be a pitcher, man.
But that's part of the reason is like they started to like mold my character build as a pitcher, and I don't know what any of the shit meant.
Well, you just learned that, man, on practice, man, on the mound. You gotta throw out a few 100,000 fastballs.
Yeah, that's how I learned. Okay.
You guys
Anybody
missed
playing
the
anything
best.
else?
Yeah, you missed the
I
best.
left it open. Said play anything else.
It's the best, man.
Go
A
ahead.
giant robot game known as a Gundam Battle
It's free?
Operation 2. Yeah, it's free.
I have downloaded it.
I did not know it was free.
It's free, very free, actually. And it's pretty fun. It's a third-person, more tactically shooter. Like there's kind of a Pokemon-style system of what beats what, sort of. Like some units do more damage to other units and shit like that. And it's really good. And they're not really too stingy with this stuff. It's free to play.
Nice. How's the graphics?
The environments are not terrible.
What's your rating?
I'd give it a 9. I
wow.
like it. It's Gundams. You can get out of the robot as a little dude, and you have to do stuff. You
If
can,
I didn't like
kill
Gundam,
those two.
Yeah,
what
if
would
you
I
don't
give it?
like
If you don't like- do you like
or
third-person-
shooters?
but do you like third-person shooters?
I do
it's,
like
It's like an
third-person.
over-the-shoulder, like.
It just depends
slower.
for me.
I like the ones with
Probably
auto
like a-
aim.
I mean, it depends on how, like, because if you play it, do the clan
Is it
stuff,
auto aim? I like this always question.
if there's a big ass reticle that comes up, and it like you just kind of have to sort of.
Is it auto aim?
Yeah, it's very auto aim. It's
Okay.
super. Auto
I don't mind if I have to let go and click it again because it's just that
Like-
baby amount of auto aim.
If you use like sniper rifles, or
That's how the
anything,
new
they're
Tom
not
Clancy
auto
games
aim.
are.
That's how
Or
Grand
the
Theft Auto's
Division.
always been. You know, like you hit it and
Yeah.
it gives you a general kind of towards the
This
person.
is pretty much
For
like
Grand Theft Auto
there's
a
no
lot.
iron sights, so there's none of that like that unless you use a sniper rifle.
You like iron sights?
Yeah.
I got
If
an
you-
iron sight.
I know. I heard you got a new thing. But the machine guns, they have a big targeting thing, and as long as you got the guy somewhere in there, it'll kind of hit him.
Alright, we might have to try that
It's
out.
not bad, man.
We'll check it out, man. I like it. You know,
I know.
I promise that I will play with you
At least once.
between now and New Year's. I will
Now and New
divulge
Year's.
30 minutes to you,
Nice, man. That's a good.
which
promise.
is, more time than you've given me in anything. But
Played Rocket League with you for like.
oh,
you left us.
We all played Rocket League.
Oh.
Yeah, to me.
That was for the candy corn.
Yeah.
That wasn't for the Loso.
What kind of
Dude, I
shit
tried
is
to
that?
play that big head
We're
basketball
going
game.
to our duty moments.
We all have our own takes. Like, did it,
Okay.
take that.
You twist my arm, I'll go.
Shoot the Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to it. The the Joker movie, directed by Todd Phillips,
I've
man.
not seen it.
I have not seen it either, so I'm not gonna do any spoiling. I've just done a little reading, and the background of this movie was a little interesting. Apparently, Warner Brothers did not really want to greenlight it. They went ahead and did it. They gave them a very small budget, and they hoped that the budget would kill the movie. Well, it didn't. It didn't kill the movie at all. Martin Scorsese was actually on producing initially. I assume something with the budget made him leave. But Todd Phillips, from what I've heard, has done a very good job, and the numbers don't lie.
No, it made a shit ton of
It's
money.
made a lot of money so far.
Yeah.
I think it's 600-700 million
It's-
worldwide, 300-400 in America,
Something crazy.
for a movie that they did not expect to do anything. And you know who's mad about it?
The media.
He's dressed like you once or twice before. Jared fucking Leto.
Man, fuck him. I
He
saw that.
wanted this movie killed,
I know.
apparently.
Because he's like, it's infringing on his Joker.
And
This Joker is the only untrue Joker right now.
his Joker is the only Jokers that's really, really sucked so
Yeah, out of
far.
all the ones that's been ever put in cinematic or on TV.
It was bad. He only got 5 or 10 minutes, and apparently he's not going to be back. Like,
Good.
that was it. He
Yeah.
had his 5 or 10 minutes in Suicide Squad,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. which is kind of crazy.
No,
They said that there was a lot of
awful.
film that
Nobody liked him. Was another thing
because
I
he was a
heard.
dickhead as like the Joker
It was just
himself.
a bad Joker.
He would like send people condoms.
I think it
and
was
shit.
bad, but
I don't even know if it's his fault since whoever told him to be that. I don't think it was all on him. But
I don't even think they could mix the two together. But I wouldn't even be mad if they were just like, "Hey, Joaquin Phoenix, come over here and do a DC movie as Joker."
Yeah.
they say he's solo dolo. That's all that
This
film
is
was
it.
going to be.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, you know, if they were gonna they're gonna bring Joker back eventually.
Oh, it's like a staple in the Batman universe.
But
They
it
have
won't
said
be Homeboy.
that what's his
No.
face? This that little chunky kid, Jonah Hill, is not going to be involved in the next Batman.
That's all.
Not.
No, but they haven't got.
That's
Lenny
coming out
Kravitz's
sooner than later.
Kid is going to be back, Catwoman,
Ooh, Zoe.
and
Yeah.
the guy from Westworld, the guy with glasses, that kind of led everything, the African American fellow.
African American fellow. Can you say that?
Yeah, it was way better than
In Westworld?
yeah, real smooth voice.
Oh yeah, yeah,
One
yes,
ended
yes,
up
yes, yes,
being-
yes, 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 yes.
He's gonna be Commissioner Gordon.
I like that.
I do too a lot.
He's a solid actor.
He's really good. So I'm kind of liking the cast they're putting together a little bit.
This is for Batman or
Well, so-
Catwoman?
This is Batman. The next one with the guy from Twilight is Batman.
Yeah, which you know,
Robert
honestly,
Pattinson.
maybe it could work.
Good work. All right,
I don't know.
you want to pass the rock
Was
over to Hazy?
what was your take? Was it Jared Leto sucks or the Joker
Yeah.
was good?
Just you know,
I take
Joker
Jared Leto
up there.
sucks. Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
him. Best movie point ever was when in Fight Club when he got space smashed.
really.
That's my take.
You know, there's a movie called Lord of War where he snorted the state of Texas. That was kind of cool.
What does that even mean? I don't even. Is that the one with Nicolas Cage?
Yeah,
Take it as you will.
Oh, Nick Cage. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good movie.
I haven't
I
seen
didn't
it.
realize Lito was in that.
he was
He
Nick
was that
Cage's
guy.
fucked up brother.
Oh, all right. So I want to
One of his good
introduce y'all as my take to a new legend. His name is Shea Bradley. Shea passed away, unfortunately, October 8th. But as he was lowered into the ground in Ireland, a sound cut into what I'm assuming was sad bagpipes. From the coffin, you could hear Shea say, "Hello, hello, let me out," and then it knocks. And he says, "Where the fuck am I? It's fucking dark. Seriously, guys, let me out." And then it was a recording that ended with a heartfelt message that he himself, because he had a terminal illness, knew he was going to pass, so he recorded a message and had it
Oh my
buried
God.
it with him.
That's
so that,
amazing.
Like, while he's being lowered in, and starts
Oh my
speaking
God.
out from the couch
Yes.
in his own voice. Legend
That is-
Shea Bradley.
Holy fucking shit. That's brilliant.
I
was
should have
like,
made
oh
it
my
wait
God.
like 2 hours, so they actually pulled him.
Dude,
pulled
they
him
said
back up.
like they started like looking down at it, like people formed around it, like, should we do something?
And it ended with just kidding?
Yeah, he kinda
Okay,
ended,
cool.
and then he ended it with like a heartfelt message.
Oh, okay, cool. I love that. Yeah, you almost
Yeah.
killed someone giving them a heart attack.
Yeah, but
Well, I love you guys.
Legend Shea Bradley for one of the greatest pranks and continuing
Dude,
pranking
they
people
can't
into
get him
the
back.
grave.
You
Yeah,
can't get them back.
Ha! The real end of the message was got him.
Got him. Yeah.
Got him.
That's awesome.
And then we moved quotes to live by. We got quotes. Everybody?
I got one.
Yeah, quote.
Yeah, I got a quote. Quote, fuck Clemson. Quote, this would be anybody who took Louisville in the spread yesterday, probably.
You don't make money betting against Clemson. Jesus.
If you're on time, you're late. Loso. You look me dead in my soul.
I was always told if you be early is be on time, if you're on time to be late.
Talk to Tom Coughlin about that one, baby.
Yeah. My wife doesn't live by that code. Quote, a friend with weed is a friend indeed, but a friend with gold is worth more, I'm told. From Leprechaun in the Hood as he stabbed the guy who was smoking with his bong and steals his gold watch.
That's awesome.
And that's it.
Excelsior, motherfuckers. Hopefully
Yeah.
we'll see you not in a month and a half.
2
Peace be
weeks,
with
man,
you.
like always. Outro.
Outro, yeah. Got any final words, Jesus?
No,
Bless
man.
us.
Yeah. Peace be with you, my child. That's all I got, I guess.
Yeah.
Spit on you? Let me spit on you?
No.
$20.
No.
Wait,
$20.
I gotta pay?
Yeah, blessings ain't free.
Ugh.